Most RV and camping trailer are going to have very similar watering system. First in the system you have your water tank or your winterizing hose. Those usually come from white or clear hoses all the way to the water pump. Following the water pump, you're going to have blue hoses. The blue hoses are directly feeding all of your cold water tap, and there is also a T to bring the cold water to your hot water tank. From the hot water tank, the water goes through, gets heated up, and goes into the red hoses. There's a one-way check valve at the top of your hot water tank before it gets into your red hoses, and this is to make sure that there's no water back feeding through the system. And then your hot water goes all the way to your taps. To go into the winterizing mode, first you need to turn off the ball valve coming from the water tank and open up the ball valve coming from the winterizing hose. This is just the hose sitting on top of your tank usually. Then we are going to close the ball valve that feeds the cold water into our hot water tank and open the ball valve that is into the bypass. Depending on your trailer or RV, if you don't have a one-way check valve, you might have another ball valve onto the hot water hose coming out of your hot water tank. And now that our valves are open, we're ready to send the RV antifreeze to the system. All we need to do now is put the winterizing hose into our RV antifreeze jug and start the pump and start pumping the fluid through the system. The fluid's gonna pump into our cold water line, the blue line, and it's also going to bypass the hot water tank and pump the RV antifreeze into our hot water line. You never want to have winter antifreeze or RV antifreeze going into your hot water tank. This is why we're bypassing it like this. This is very hard to flush out of those tanks. You'll need tons of water, and your water coming out of your hot water tap is gonna be all slimy if you didn't close it and you had some RV antifreeze going into that system. Now in the spring, when you're ready to reopen your trailer, you're going to first fill up your cold water tank, and then you're going to run all your tap into the bypass mode still to flush all the RV antifreeze out of your system. And then after that, you're going to close the bypass mode and you reopen your hot water tank tap, and you're good to go again for the season. If you find this video useful, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and if you want to find out more about winterizing your trailer, watch the video above here. We'll see you in the next one.